All right. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we good? Are we good? Oh no. We're almost 8 minutes in. There we go. Okay. So I don't know what I did. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Yeah, so anyways, okay, well, what is good, everybody? I'm Jenkins. Thank you guys for checking on the sound for me. Um Running late tonight. Usually I'm doing these live streams around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Um I'm just was running late with some travels. 2 hours of hot yoga tonight with the wifey. It was intense. Couldn't miss it. Feel great. Those yoga workouts are sometimes tougher than actual, workouts. Um, but I'm Jenkins. I'm going to break down the hex charts. We're going to pick out some prices and some areas to pay attention to, because there's some key things going on right now. I know you guys are going crazy right now with this sideways trading action. Since I'm already about 8 minutes in and I just got my sound started, I'll hop into the chat later. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit in the chat, but I'll just get right to the hex chart. So let's just take a look at this and make sure it's being shared. Okay, so I know you guys are freaking out right now. Well, not freaking out. I know you guys are getting antsy because look at this sideways trading action that we have right now. This is pretty enjoyable to watch. It's unique. It's always fun. Just like if you watch the charts without emotion, just kind of like study them. And if you are truly like entertained by them and try to put a focus on understanding, the psychology behind them, they are really interesting things. And just watching how certain patterns play out, different types of ways that tension builds up in the market, what type of things make the market move, what kind of patterns usually signify, big money areas. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, but right now, I mean, we've been trading sideways for 72 bars. So it's 72 hours sideways trading, within a 1.5% range. No, a 4.35 range. I need to get a bigger computer screen because my eyes are just not as good anymore. But yeah, we've been trading sideways for 72 straight hours. That is 3 whole days. And I know everyone's just kind of like, what is going on? People are waiting for dumps. People are waiting for pumps. So there's some key areas that everyone is going to have to pay attention to. And I want to show you probably the most likely scenarios that we can see following what happens out of this break of this price trap. And we can look at some past data to see, where hexes showed these types of patterns before. Okay, so before I dive into what's happening now, let's just kind of recap of what hex has been doing. Last time I was on stream on Discourse Syndicate was Thursday, September 9th. Okay, so if I go back to September 9th, around 9-ish p.m., we were around right here. Okay, oh yeah, okay, here, I remember where we're at now. This is where we were at when we left off, somewhere in this range. What was so important about this range? Well, if you guys remember the stream before that, we were talking 25 cents. Remember my major target we had here? We finally broke it, came back, retested it. And I put the next major target was that 41 to 43 cent range. I know you guys hear me talk about this range all the time on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me. Like, honestly, I really try to put out valuable stuff, and I'm always anything you see in my video. I usually have tweets throughout the week that kind of acknowledge what we talked about in every stream. So a lot of things that I talk about on stream, and if I refer back to a lot of the conversations I have on Twitter, and I like to get interactive with everybody. So it's a good time, and it's cool. But yeah, so I basically told you guys 41 to 43 cents was the next major range. Obviously, price took 1 week to hit it. So when we got on stream, we tapped 41 cents perfectly a few times. We had 1, 2, 3 taps, another 4th tap here. So we obviously hit the range, and this range shows us that's a major level. And with major levels come major, resistance. But that major resistance eventually turns into major support. Resistance is just a lot of, pressure coming from above that price can't break up. Support's kind of like a floor, where, things might bounce off of, a certain area. So I'm not going to scroll back that far. But yeah, basically, this 41 to 43 cent range. I left that purple box on this on here before we even got here. Price hits it. We finally flipped up. Then our stream happened. I finally got on and we saw price break above. And I told you guys, if we can turn this 43 cent range or 41 to 43 cent range into a support line like ASAP, I mean, our next move is already right around the corner. That next move, the next major target, it seems so close, but it's really 20 cents away. I mean, 20 cents away for if you have been in Hex longer than since before August. I mean, 20-cent moves are huge. If you're just getting into Hex now, I mean, 20-cent moves are, you know what, like 30 to 50% of, you know, the price, depending on where we're at. But still, I mean, in the grand scheme of thing, like, that's going to get bigger. So if you're in Hex now, you just got in, you bought the top around this area, you're negative right now, like, don't worry. I mean, if you're in Hex, just be in Hex with the right mindset. You know, you really have to just, and this is never financial advice, by the way, on my, this is not my channel, but this is Discourse Syndicate. But it's never financial advice. But if you get into Hex, just don't treat it like any other cryptocurrency. You have to have the mindset of just thinking long term. The rare unit that's in Hex is the T shares, or just shares in general. You get those shares basically just by staking your coin. When you stake your coin, you mint it, you lock it up. It's put away in an immutable smart contract, can't be touched again. It's very nice how, you know, the system works, but in doing so, you get paid, you know, Hex daily for that. But just keep in mind, yeah, like it's still early for everything in Hex, so I'm not going to get too far into like what Hex is, but just know that don't have that Bitcoin mindset of just, you know, worrying about price going up and down. Think of Hex as like stake it, chill, and then just study the chart while it goes up and enjoy the ride. But yeah, so after we broke that 43 cent range, we came down, tapped it. It turned into a support line for, you know, minor support line. Didn't fully hold the whole range. We wicked it one time, wicked it a second time, kind of bounced up. We didn't gain too much steam. It looked like we started to top off a little bit. So this was the real test of time. If price was going to respect this same range after this kind of, you know, killing momentum, that would have showed me that price wanted to go up. And look what happens. Price comes back down to the range, immediately shoots up. But then right after it shoots up one time, that's the top right there. Temporarily, keep in mind, these are only 1 hour charts. So these areas don't make too much. I mean, this price action doesn't have too much of a significant impact right now. I'm just kind of walking you guys through what happened. But yeah, price shot up. The buyers are there. Everyone is ready to pump the price, but there's just a lot of sell pressure right now, a ton of sell pressure. If you guys check the whale bot and Etherscan and stuff, you're seeing people are cashing out millions and millions of dollars of Hex, and this price is virtually unaffected. I mean, it's down from its all-time high, of course, but it's like, what is the pullback right now from last week? From this is 6 days ago, not even a week. Yeah, it's only down 19%. So a very tiny pullback we're in the midst of right now. Only down 19%. And that just shows a lot about Hex. I mean, people are selling and selling and selling. And all these people selling, you know, 6 to 7 figures worth of Hex with every transaction. That's not unlimited money, right? So it's not going. People aren't going to have all the money in the world to sell. Eventually, new buyers come in, and then, you know, so for every one person that's selling $1 million, there's probably like 1,000 people that are hopping in with, you know, 1,000 to 10,000. That all the smaller fish eventually outweigh the big fish, and that's kind of what's happening here. Price is starting to shoot down. A ton of people are cashing out, but that price is staying nice and strong. In the perfect technical analysis pattern, this actually set up perfectly for a simple 1, 2, you know, 3-wave move. But right now, this is having a tough time creating that third wave down to the downside. As you see, we didn't, you know, it did an impulse correction. There's no impulse. This correction's been going on for 72 hours. So this shows me that the technicals aren't always gonna be the end all be all, especially when you're dealing with the price going down in Hex. But my job here is basically to let's pick apart as many technicals as we can. Try to pull together as many details as we can, compare a bunch of the data, and then, you know, project those prices. So with that being said, here we are today. We're at 39.5 cents. What is the most important range to pay attention to right now? Well, that exact purple range, 41 to 43 cents is the most important range. Specifically 41, but let's just go with the whole range right here. Obviously, price slowed down here on September 6th. We're 10 days after, and we're just under it again. Why is this an important range? Well, obviously because of everything we talked about, but if we are going to have this third wave down, it makes too much sense for it to come, where it's at, bounce back up, slow down in this level again, and then have a third push down to create a bigger pullback. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if price does want to pull back again, we're going to find that out very soon, probably by the end of this weekend, because if price probably will go back to 40 cents at least. But once we see what Hex does, once we get to this area, if it pulls back down, I mean, then we can start looking at targets, lower, other price action. If it's just kind of blows past this resistance area and starts to turn into a support line, if we see something where the price goes through here, actually breaks it, comes down, retests it, turns it to a support line, I mean, we're talking new all-time highs, and, price can get, to that 60-cent target in no time, because let me show you something. If we zoom out, that's what the price is going to do essentially. It's just a matter of when. So I know that pullback looks bigger on the 1 hour chart, but it's really not big at all. I mean, now if we go to the 4 hour chart, which is still a very short-term chart, look at the chart. I mean, don't worry. That red line I drew on probably came down to right here or something, No, probably came down to this range, but don't worry. I mean, pullbacks are in the game. In healthy market structure, you guys always hear me talk about this. You want to see impulses followed with corrections, then impulses, bam, bam, bam. You want to just see waves. Hex is going up and to the right fast in waves. Boom, boom, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. Correction can come all the way down here. That would still be very good. Are we that lucky? I don't know. But just let me put it out there, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone that's in your life probably knows about Hex by now, because we've been telling everybody and their mothers about it since the moment we got into it. No one wanted to believe it, but I feel like this time around, this whole impulse we had from the 10.8 penny range all the way up to almost the 50-cent range, it has people's attention now. People want to get into Hex. People are going to buy the top. New people are just flooding in. A bunch of new people are buying the top. If you are one of those people, don't worry. You can buy every top in Hex for the next 5 years. I always say that for the next 5 years, you can buy every top. You'll still be A-okay, right? So it's not about it's more about the time you spend in the market, not about how you time the market, right? I know technical analysis is here to kind of time the market, but that's really a trader's thing, and we're not here to trade. I'm just here to kind of, I guess, show you guys maybe a fresh perspective on how to look at the price. But never try to time the market. So the difference between 46 and 23 cents, that's a big difference. I'm not gonna lie to you, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter too much. Just get in, lock your money, earn those T shares, and thank yourself in 10-15 years. But yeah, with that being said, this can just be a simple pullback on the bigger move. So how do we depict that? Let's see. So remember this last big triangle we had? We broke it, kind of broke out of it. I call that a price trap when price moves sideways, but it's not moving up or down. It's just moving, one way, especially if it's in a triangle where the highs go lower and the lows go higher. We kind of, have two trains going, head first into one point, a big tension point, price explodes out of that. So when we break, certain ranges like that, you want to see, those 3 to 5 wave moves. We saw something like this, wave 1, a bit of a wave 2. Wave 3 is usually the biggest one in a 5-wave move. Wave 4, this can be wave 5. How will we do that? Like I told you guys, break this purple box, retest it, then go up. Then we'll see a wave 5. But this wave 4 can be bigger and it'll be all gravy, right? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 can, go as far as it wants to go. And then we're still going to get up here very soon. I mean, anything under $1, if you get Hex under $1, you're good. You're good. Also too, I forgot to mention, if you are a person or people that are now, they don't have Hex, they didn't believe in Hex, but this 10 to 50 cent move caught their attention. If we get a pullback here, this could be the last opportunity of their lifetime to get a product this special, this unique at that cheap of a discount. For all of us too, if you're already in Hex, I mean, I stand by what I say. I don't just come on here and tell you guys things and not live by it. No, when I'm saying I'm buying Hex till today, I was buying Hex under a penny. I still do today. I just bought Hex at 37, No, I bought Hex at 38.6 cents. Where is it? Right around here. This first dip down we had, I bought Hex like at this area, not even the bottom. I didn't buy the bottom. I bought right here, literally right there. And I made a tweet. And I was like, just bought the dip, hashtag Hex. And a bunch of you guys saw that. Like, I really bought Hex right here. And look, I'm exactly where the price is exactly where I bought it at. But it's all good because you usually in crypto, you just wait a year so you're good if it's in a bear market. But in Hex, you're looking at worst case scenario 3 to 4 weeks, and that thing's going to just flip your portfolio upside down times 4, But yeah, so for that pullback though, if we are going to get it, the same exact range is going to tell us that. So this purple box, the 41 to 43 cent range, this will be the thing that tells us, if we're going to go down further. So just watch out for price, to kind of break out of this. So a minor price trap, like I was just showing you guys in that triangle. We have a massive 1 hour price trap. There's my area right there, by the way. I bought that dip, thought I was good. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. And I'm going to buy the dip too if it goes down even further. So not financial advice, but yeah, so we're literally price trapped. Bam, bam, bam. So if we break out of this, we want to see it break up, down, something like that. If it's going to break down, I mean, same thing, break it, retest it. So I posted a chart on Twitter the other day about this. I'm going to get into the chat later, but I'm just going to just talk about everything. I really want to just pick a bunch of things apart, have it recorded for you guys. Then I'll talk to you guys. I promise I'm hanging out with you guys tonight. Is this possible? Are we lucky enough to get another discount? I talked about that on Twitter. And what did I mean by that? If this does play out, bam. Shoot, no, hey, I meant to use the pattern or the path. 1 second. Where's the arrow at? There's one with an arrow here it is. Are we lucky enough to get this? Bam, 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 bam. Something like, I don't know how I drew it. Actually, no, I think I drew it down. Whoops. This one came down here. This one came and retested that area. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down to this 22 cent range. The reason why I asked if we're lucky enough to get that is 2 reasons. Because if we could get that discount, a lot of people in my life and a lot of people probably in your life that want Hex, they're going to get it at a very good rate, and so will we. And it's not going to be here much longer. So if we could milk this thing out for 3 to 4 weeks, that would be good. But if it doesn't happen, then congratulations, we're at all-time highs again, and we're getting paid. And the people that missed out, they missed out. It's on them. It's not like we didn't warn them. So it's a win-win. In this situation. But why do I have this price so low as a potential spot? It's 22.6 to be precise. Let's say the 23 cent range. We can even further extend this previous 25 cent target that I had, because that can be one of the ranges too. But if we're talking 23 to 25 cents, why did I find that? Well, if you guys follow me on or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I made a video where I just simply measured all the past pullbacks before we made all new all-time highs. And I'll kind of quickly do it now. But so we'll go from the impulse, we'll measure the pullback. Impulse, we'll measure a pullback. Impulse, I'll measure a pullback. Impulse, I'll measure that impulse. And then I'll kind of figure out an average of what this pullback can, go down to. And you'll see how I got that range. So this first one pulled back about 35%. Okay. Second impulse topped off here at about 6.5 pennies roughly. This isn't going to be exact, but go watch my YouTube video on my own channel to get these exact numbers. This is about 48 cents or 48% pullback there. We had next impulse up to 10 cents. We pulled back down to 6.5, 36%. Impulse from the sacrifice phase pump came up to like 18 cents or so, and then we pulled back. No, hang on. Whoops, hang on. I did that backwards. Here, pull that back, 36% roughly, and then the impulse here. Long story short, 36%, 48, 35. I think the exact average that I had when I measured a bunch of these out more precisely was around like a 32% pullback. Let's just say it's 32 to 35%. We can kind of guesstimate what would be a normal pullback that we've seen plenty of times before in Hex. And if we go down that far, 32 to 44 cents, It brings us down to this range. So let me go to the 1 hour chart. Yeah, I did something wrong with the math. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but go watch my past video. And when I measured all those, it basically came down to this 22-cent range. But even then, with the quick measurement I just did, here's one major price area to pay attention to. If it does do what my simple kind of sloppy math percentage, I guess, data collection did. Hang on, my computer's like frozen. Yeah, if I do go based off of the measurements I just did, look, this purple line right here, if you go back in time, there's a bunch of price action sitting right around here. So I would not be shocked to see that. And that's kind of in the ballpark of where, this arrow's at. But essentially, when I do the precise math, it brings us down to this purple line right here, this dotted line. That would be like the average pullback based on, I think, the last 6 impulses we had this year in Hex. And something to align with that was just this bullish daily engulfing candle I tweeted about. Like this is when I told you guys like Hex is scary bullish. Remember this? Well, I wouldn't be shocked to see price go all the way down there too. But like I said, we're going to figure out what price wants to do here soon. So it's all about, what's going down at this 41 to 43 cent range. So looking forward, just look at this range, wait for price to come up here and tap it. As you can see, it already tapped it one time. I mean, look how precise this is. Okay, look how precise that is. So we're just kind of waiting to see. We want to see a break of the price trap. So we're just literally in the zone here, We can even break it down here, but we're just kind of trapped in the zone, going sideways. What you want to see is just once we break, we're kind of getting muddy around here. Just want to see break up, break the resistance, flip it to a support, then go, or break the support line, turn it to resistance, then go. So I would say we're safely going to see this before this weekend, probably. I mean, 72 hours is a lot of time for something to go sideways like this. Hex doesn't typically do it for that long, at least lately, ever since there's been a lot of volume in the market. So I think that's that. Let me kind of check in on the chat, see how you guys are doing. Yeah, I'm pretty far behind. How you guys feeling tonight? I realize I do streams on Thursday nights. It's Friday Juniors. So you guys excited for the weekend? Okay, let's see. Let me see if there's any questions in the chat. Yeah, most of this is people checking the microphone. Let's see. We got a super chat. Adam. Thanks, Jenkinz HEX fam. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, for the people donating super chats to the channel, Discourse Syndicate. I'm sure they're doing good things with it. You see everything that RG3 and Kinetics are, putting together. They're really, they really are the captains of this. They're steering this whole thing. I don't know if they're here or not, but Kinetics, RG3, if you guys are out there, thank you guys for everything that you guys do, for putting on for the Hex community and putting together this network. And you guys really are going out there and finding the talent. So I'm just glad to be a part of this. But yeah, anybody that donates to the channel, like, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for that. Yeah, it is a great day to be a Hexican. Oh, something I'll show you in the chart real quick. There's a pattern people have been talking about lately. Let me delete this off. Go to this 4 hour. Let me delete off these lines. Here's a big pattern people are have been talking about lately. And it's this. It's called the head and shoulders. So it's basically just like you see a shoulder, a neckline, a headline, a shoulder, a neckline, a shoulder, down the arm. This is what we're seeing right now. We have the arm, the shoulder, down to the neckline. We got the head, down to the neckline, down to the shoulder. In a perfect world, head and shoulders patterns bring us right back down to where we started the pattern at, right? That's where 22 cents is also sitting, ironically. In crypto, those patterns typically don't play out. So there is a lot going on right now. If you see how many reasons we have to go up, and you mix them with how many of the short-term reasons that we have to just pull back a little bit, that's why we're having this battle right now. Because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, in technicals, those 3 to 5 ways I just told you guys about off that range, it makes too much sense for it to pump down if price wants to pull back. Head and shoulders, it makes too much sense for it to kind of just come down and finish that shoulder. It makes too much sense. But what this is showing us is how strong the hex price still is till this day. And it's going to stay strong for a long time because this coin is pre-viral. This coin is pre-viral. The world still doesn't know about it. It's still being gatekept. Just wait till real money starts flooding into this thing. But this is why this whole battle is happening right here. It's going sideways because it has every reason to go down right now, and it's not pushing down. So, like I said, I still think we'll probably see at least another touch or two at this 41 to 43 cent range. But it's all about what happens over here. If Hex really, we're playing tug of war right now. The sellers have a lot more people on their side or a lot more money on their side in this current moment, not overall or long term, but in this current moment. Sellers have a lot of leverage because a lot of people are selling. Like Richard Hart always talks about, these markets are reflexive markets. So whenever, it gets punched in the mouth a little bit, things drop down fast. A lot of weak hands get shaken out. That's all that's happening. So this pullback, though, it's still a nice, healthy pullback. If it ends right now, it's still a good pullback. It's not just one of those simple wicks. So, but either way, it's a win-win. Pullbacks, I tweeted about it. Pullbacks are just the market cleansing the economic energy, right? It's literally like no different than when you work out. You put in, a 3-4 hour workout. You work real hard. Your body's maximizing, its performance. You're just going to levels you've never been before. But by the time you finish working out, you're sweaty, you're tired, and you go take that shower and you feel like revitalized. It's that cleanse, right? So the same way, taking a shower, cleanses you, refreshes your energy. A pullback is that market, all that effort it took just to pump. It needs to finally kind of take a quick rest, right? And that's all that's happening. But there's not much buyers exhaustion going on here. So the price is once again just it's looking good. It's looking real good. It's looking strong. And even if it pulls back, it's like a normal chart would do that, right? But if any chart decided not to, it's gonna be Hex. And as we see right here, we're at 39.8, so we're getting close to that 40 cent range live. It'd be cool to see this play out live while I'm on stream. How far am I into this stream? 34 minutes isn't terrible. I'm not doing too bad. But yeah, so I wanted to point that out. So that's something key to pay attention to. Let's make this fun. While I check the comments, let's do this. We're gonna go to the 1 minute chart. We're going to put the line scale on. We're going to see every little move while I check the chat real quick. It's kind of like a live game. Let's see what's going on. So we're at 39.8. But let's see. Mel V. Tony, what is good? Always dropping the price in the chat. He's always on at 39.9. So probably hit. No, I don't know if it hit 39.9. At least on Uniswap, where the money's actually like wherever this price is at is usually in line with Uniswap. But yeah, I mean close enough. 39.8, 39.9. OX Will, what is good? Freddie Quotes, what is good? Welcome to the chat. Freddie, yo, hit Jenkinz up. You got to get Jenkinz on a song with you, bro. I'm for real. I know you got a lot of people excited about your new song, so keep doing what you're doing. I dig it. Trying to TA something like Hex is ridiculous. Yeah, it's a different beast, but it's always going up and to the right. So Hex is it's always going to go one way all the time. At the end of the day. There's no need for technical analysis, but the need for it is at 39.4 cents. What? Oh, wait, 30. Oh no, he said 39.9. Okay. Yeah, there's not really a need for technical analysis in Hex. But it's always good to see patterns, just to look at it, because when you're looking at the chart, you want to just understand what's happening. The chart's always telling you a story, but depending on the patterns that are playing out. And as you look at charts all the time, if you do it for years and years and years, it just becomes like everything. It repeats itself all the time, especially history does. So all these patterns tell us the story, and just paying attention to it, it's very valuable. And I think that's what my purpose is, just kind of break things down and kind of try to translate the story the market's trying to tell us for you guys based on what I've learned. So yeah. Oh, there's RG3, the man himself. I don't know if you heard me earlier, RG3, but welcome, man. TA Goat, I appreciate it. Big praise from the big dog. I'm pretty sure you guys were all just together. I saw a bunch of you guys together doing something. I don't know what you guys have going on, but I'm excited for it. And I can't wait. You guys are moving. You guys aren't sitting around. You guys are actually moving, progressing. So keep it up. Yeah. So let's see what else we got. Yeah. So we've been getting this sideways action for 3 days. Oh. Where'd it go? We've been getting the sideways pattern for like 3 days. Sideways patterns historically bullish for Hex. Yeah, it's bullish. These pullbacks are bullish. Just like a slingshot, you shoot that rock, it flies, and then you got to pull the next one. Literally, you pull it back to give it more, give it more force. Let me plug in my laptop real quick. 1 second. Oh, that's right here. If you guys didn't notice, I'm in a different room. Actually, I'm not streaming in the same spot I've always been. I've been kind of everywhere tonight. That's why I was late. But let me get some water real quick. I promise I'm going to hurry. I'm not going to read every comment. I'm going to read as many as I can to get to the bottom and get live. Yeah, if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat now. By the time I get down there, I'll see them. So, let's see. Good day. Aussie Hex, what is good? What a time to be alive. Yes, I agree with you. This is the bottom. The top is way higher. Welcome, Russ. If it's the bottom, great. If it's the bottom, just keep buying and staking. Yeah, listen to him. What is it? Swear works. Listen to him. Keep buying and staking. What up? DJ Paulie Wood, what is good? Welcome to the chat. Stephen W, what is good? Welcome to the chat. I'm not going to get all your names right away, but you put money, we don't see 22 cents. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect it. It's kind of like I feel like I don't know. It's tough. I wouldn't say it's as much of a stretch as saying Bitcoin is going to 10K, but it's a stretch. But if the price is going to drop, I mean, that would be the absolute bottom. I can safely say we'll probably never see something lower than 22 cents again in worst case scenario. But yeah, just keep in mind that is a massive level. So if it decides to go that way, just never know. But it's going up and to the right. Let's see. So yeah, MLB Tony was dropping the price. Bart Simpson talking about that pattern probably that we drew out earlier with the big hairdo, the head and shoulders kind of thing. Is the precision on the touches on the resistance and support due to bot trading? Potentially, bots do get in. That's why you see slippage and stuff. But it's just moving sideways because there's a lot of people that think price is going down and there's a lot of people that think price is going up, so, and that's just simply what's going on right now. Keep in mind those psychological levels, those whole cent levels, 40, 39, 40 cents. These aren't going to be perfect, but 40, 39 roughly, and then 38 to, let's go do that. So these three lines are whole levels. Keep in mind, those psychological levels are areas where people are always going to buy and sell. They need to see a whole clean penny for them to actually click that buy or sell for whatever reason. But as you see, I mean, in this price trap range, look at this, right off the whole level, right back down, respects the whole, it closes, it wicked under, but it closed above the whole level, flirts around the middle, respects the top, respects the bottom, magnet in the middle, institutional candle off the bottom, can't break the top, tried to break the top, couldn't. And after this whole level wall, there's still this massive 41 to 43 cent range too. But yeah, I mean, it's just like psychology, people's minds, mixed with bots. It's a little bit of everything, but bots aren't putting all the money in. Actual real people are putting their money in now. And we're just having, like I said, a lot of people have a lot of reasons to believe there's still a nice pullback coming, but there's more people that are just fighting that off saying, hey, we don't want to pull back. So we'll just see. But like I said, it's a win-win based on everything we talked about. Breakout is coming. I agree. Breakout is coming. It just depends which way and which, on the grand scheme of things, yeah, it's going to break up soon. If this thing does pull back, I mean, we're not looking anything longer than 3 to 4 weeks max from the top because Hex doesn't go any longer than 3 to 4 weeks. So also the 4-hour chart. So let's see, 16. I would say maximum if this thing decides to just drag out. Yeah, I mean, we would probably be looking at like middle of October before we get all-time highs. So very worst case scenario for anybody that like can't handle a pullback. I mean, if you buy the top now, you'll be good by like the middle of October conservatively, right? And like everyone's saying, there's probably a better chance it's just going to continue a simple wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, you know, where we're at now. So no worries. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question. Looks bullish as AF. I agree. Hex is scary bullish. Hex is scary bullish. By the way, I'm making a scary bullish shirts for the people that like when I say that. So I'm gonna get a scary bullish Hex shirt. Start putting some stuff out there. We're gonna free market Hex. I should put my Hex shirt on for the stream, but whatever. What do I do for my day job? Provide you guys value. That's what I do. Hopefully that's enough. So up or down? Up. Hex is going up. I mean, if you want to just get the simple answer, it's going up. If whatever you buy, not financial advice, wherever you buy now, don't worry. Think long term. It will be above where you buy. If you buy it today, price, whenever you decide to cash out, as long as it's not literally like tomorrow or something, is all but guaranteed it's going to be up, and it's going to be multiples of up. So yeah. Exactly, Russ. It's programmable money, so it's up. It's going up. And you don't need me to tell you that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and sound like a fool just talking about, oh, Hex is going up, and let me just tell you all the magic reasons why. No, like it's going up because it's Hex, and that's literally it. I'm just here to kind of, you know, like I said, translate the story the market tells us. I'd like to see a low confirmation then blast off, a confirmation low then blast off. I would like that, right? I would like that. And we talked about that. So, like I said, if this is the pullback, great. If there's still another push down, greater. Because we're going right up. And when it moves, it moves. I mean, everybody was chilling and everything. Everybody thought it was all gravy, you know, down when we were at 10 cents. Remember sacrifice phase pump? Remember this? Oh, whoops. Hang on. Remember sacrifice phase pump? Everybody was like, oh no, money drained out 10 cents. And they're like, oh, people are worried about Hex. Oh no, Hex. Remember that top? Everyone freaked out. Everyone thought there's like some sort of rug pull. We went down 60% in one day. Yeah, how long did that last? And then we went 60% in one day, in one night, and then we stayed sideways for 24 days, right? And from the very top, we stayed sideways for 29, 30 days, a month. That's why I say, like, this thing, if it stays sideways, like how it differs, sacrifice phase, that was only a month. So buy the top, because it's not going to be the top much longer. I don't know if I was answering the question, but I lost where I was at. But yeah, so what is good, Steven? Welcome to the chat. Hexagon Greenhorn, yeah, healthy dips. Yeah, these are 4-hour workout. I mean, some people do that. Like it's not abnormal. It's a long workout, don't get me wrong, but if you play like a sport or something, the typical game time probably is that 4 hours ish. Unless I'm just crazy, but like yoga was 2 hours today and it was great. Crypto, what's the name? Crypto Journeyman. Thanks for the updates. Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to get you guys. I'm gonna have, this is like a live stream, like I guess Q&A. I'm interactive talking with you guys. I realize on my channel, go subscribe to my YouTube. I think the link is in this description on this video. I have more specialized videos that are like clear, straight to the point, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a 30-minute video here and there. Quick and straight to the point. Right now I'm just chilling live because everyone that's here live, I'm chilling with you guys now, but that's why I got straight to the point when the video started, because there's going to be more people that tune in later on that don't want to hear me just sit here and talk, you know, in the chat and stuff. They want to see all the actual value in the chart. So that's why I kind of just hit it hard when I start the stream. But on Discourse Syndicate, I'm here to chill with you guys. So, yeah. So what's this say? Sellers are just providing liquidity for bottom feeders right now. Even Godwell bought today. Did he really? If he did, that's pretty cool. He didn't move the market, but if Godwell bought today and that's true, I probably guarantee that he was this buy right here. If he did get it today, like the comment says, it's probably this candle. And look at their price respect. Tell them to put like a lot more ETH there. That'd be fun. What's good, row 4? Welcome to the chat. Oh, the video music shoot. Oh, so you guys got a music video for the song. Okay, that's gonna be cool. Wow, so you're gonna have all the Hexicans in there. That's gonna be, yeah, that's cool. It's cool seeing what you guys are doing over there. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in Hex, the whole community. This is a community. In crypto, all you need is a strong community. Really, you think about Elon Musk, all the people he rallied behind Dogecoin, something that made no sense. Now think about something like Hex that makes sense. And now think about the community that we have. Think about the talent and the minds that this community has attracted, especially to social media. Like, I was never a social media guy. You guys know me. I was not on Twitter as of 4.5 months ago. I did not have Twitter. I did not have YouTube. I had Hex. Hex changed my life, right? Hex changed my life. And I was like, wait, like, I have probably like a purpose, Hex changed my life. So let me get on social media and provide value. Hex brought me to social media, right? So like Hex brought me to YouTube. The reason why I'm here is because of Hex. So Hex is really doing this. The community in Hex, there's not one person that's unhappy. And if they're unhappy, they're not an OG or a true Hexican. I'm not even OG Hexicans. You don't have to be like day one to be like an OG. Well, I guess you do, but like, you know what I'm saying, but there's a lot of people that caught this last 10 to 50 cent ride. There's probably like 75% of us have been in since under a penny, right? But even anybody that got in under 10 cents, under 15, 20 cents, I mean, we're riding massive gains. We're all winning together. And the product itself speaks for itself. It doesn't even need a community to really do what it's going to do. But the community behind Hex, the people that it is attracted to the Hex community, there's a few streamers out there that are just next level. Richard Hart, the man. Like Richard Hart, the man himself, he is the greatest streamer of all time in YouTube history. The value that he provides, the knowledge that he has, the wisdom, he is who he is, and that's a-okay. But at the end of the day, is he providing value and is he teaching you something? The dude's literally a free mentor, right? You don't have to like honor and worship him and listen to every single word he says, but everything he says, like there's usually there's always going to be logic behind what he says. You guys have free mentorship. You can listen to Richard Hart and learn more about crypto than anything else on YouTube. There's a lot of people out there that try to talk like they know what they're talking about. They just don't know. But Richard Hart just comes out and he just puts up, like, he has the numbers to back it up. And when he talks, you listen. When he talks, you're gaining value no matter what he's talking about. With Hex, you're getting results, and that's just it. So the community led by Richard Hart, it's something special, man. It is something special. Crypto Panda, what is good? I saw you on YouTube yesterday, I think, yesterday night. I was just playing some streams, and I was playing a video game, listening to the streams, and then it was auto playing. Then boom, like you popped on, and it was a video about what was it, like why OGs are still buying Hex, and I was like, great presentation. So if you guys don't know Crypto Panda, follow him on Twitter. He's everywhere, man. He's a foundational piece to the community, and he's a smart man. Listen to him talk. We streamed once before. We had the impromptu stream, but yeah, we got to get together and do something soon. I feel like we blend well. Good chemistry here. So what is good, Hex Ander? Good to see everyone here supporting. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm always here for you guys. Sorry about being late. So let's see. Are we live? Yeah, we're live, man. We're live. Wick, scary bullish. Wicked, scary bullish teeth. They're not in yet. They're almost here. I wanted to have one ready for the stream, but I was like an hour and a half late. I was running so far behind with my travels and everything. This is exactly what's happening, guys. Graphene says just stopping for fuel. That's exactly what's happening. It's just stopping for fuel. I like that reference a lot. What color scheme were the scary bullish t-shirts be in? Like dark gray, black, probably blue, white. If there's a special request, I mean, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Really, hit me up. There's gonna be like a special thing. There's gonna be like a first 10 that'll have like a special thing about them, and then like only the first 10 get like a specific, like a collector's edition kind of thing. I'm still working out the ideas, but it'll be fun. Some Fruit Loops, man, great cereal. Cereal's always good. That'll be the death of me. Hold on, Hex, trying to get my mom in. Yeah, so this is one of those scenarios like Crypto Mel. Like if you want to get your mom in, a lot of people are trying to get a lot of their loved ones in. Yeah, the opportunity's still here. It's cheap, and if it pulls back, beautiful. It's gonna be a lot of people still change their lives in a massive way if we get that pullback. So it's good. It's a win-win, like I keep saying. Yeah, Hexkin Greenhorn, what is good? Thank you for the compliment, my friend. I'm gonna hit 40 cents live. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I have to put you guys back on the 1 second chart while I finish checking chat. And then if anything else pops up, or the 1 minute chart while I finish checking chat, and if anything else pops up, I'll what's it called? If anything else pops up, I'll go dive back into the chart. So let me put this right here. Whoops. So this is where we're at. Every little move's a minute move. The link on the shirts. I don't have a link. I lost all my. I think I lost my comments, but it's all good. Yeah, I don't have the link. The shirts aren't just ready yet. I promise I'll have them soon though. But get ready, they'll be excited. Referral link maybe on Staker app if you got your brother in. I'm not sure. The Hex itself doesn't have a referral link, but it's all good. I mean, you're gonna profit. You're gonna prosper. That's really all I have, though, ladies and gentlemen. I think I caught up all the comments. I think I skipped through a ton of them. The YouTube thing kind of skipped down a little bit. But yeah, those are some areas. So just to round it up, 41 to 43 cents. Pay attention to that level, ladies and gentlemen. Time will tell. Look at all this. Look if you move this to the 1 hour chart. Look at all that muddy action. It's just looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Yeah, so jeez. Just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this 41 to 43 cent range. If Hex is gonna break up, it's gonna fight its ass off through this range and then flip it to a support level. If technical analysis is perfect, then it would respect this range and go down. But we know, it's probably going to be a 31 cent touch if it goes down. Worst case, for the rest of time, 22 cents might be the last bottom if it decides to go that low. But yeah, if we want to break through this, just pay attention to this range. The next few days, it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. But safely by this weekend, we're going to get the answer on what Hex is going to do to probably finish off this month. Because if it breaks through this purple range, we're touching 60 cents by the end of the month. If it respects this range, I mean, we're going to be starting to talk about, we're going to start having conversations from, 31 cents down to 25 cents, so we'll see. Either way, it's a win-win. It's opportunity. Get your loved ones in, not financial advice, but this thing probably changed your life. So just do the world a deed and share it. People deserve this. This is the one thing that's changing lives out there. And also too, these rules by the governments, if you're in America, soon enough, they're going to monitor every transaction over $600 has to be reported to the IRS. They're really going to crack down on every little thing. So just to save your butt, save your behind now. Don't mess with the IRS, pay your taxes, but just save your behind. If you're getting your stuff, if you're getting your wallets put into decentralized wallets, your money's put onto a decentralized platform, into a smart contract, and you just mint it by, staking it, that money's safely, stored somewhere where no one can get their hands on it. No one except for you. The power is put into your palms with Hex. So share the opportunity with everyone you love. There's no reason to make a lot of money in this world if you aren't bringing the people up with you. So just don't let money be the reason why you do this. Have a greater purpose, because money isn't the reason why this world started. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Spread the love, share Hex, and we're in opportunity zone right now. This might be the last real pullback we'll ever have, probably till we hit $1, You just never know. So just be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. And have a good night. How do I end the stream? Oh, here we go. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.